Dragon Ball Super Episode 68 wrapped up the Future Trunks arc. I loved this arc so much, I'm rating it 8.5 out of 10. The real fight between Zamasu and our fighters ended in the last episode. After fusing with Black, Zamasu's physical immortality got nullified, so absorbing everyone's power, Trunks was able to slice Zamasu in half using the Spirit Sword Bomb. But Zamasu was still immortal and so started spreading without any physical bound. Covering up the entire earth, he slowly started making the entire universe his body. Now, this was absolutely beyond the reach of Trunks and company. They unleashed Gullic Gun, Final Flash and Kamehameha, aimlessly hoping to hurt Zamasu, but obviously failed. Zamasu started throwing fiery red attacks, which killed all the normal humans except for Mai and Bulma. The symbolism game was on point. This arc had a lot to do with religious symbolism. Zamasu is the devil here, so he had a satanic resemblance. His attacks implied hell on earth. Try to imagine this as if you were there. It was absolutely scary. Zamasu standing in front of you is one thing, but covering everything with uncountable faces and devilish love was some next level shit. This could traumatize people to death. However, Goku found the Omni button and summoned his Pokemon, Zeno. The Omni King appeared, and instead of erasing Zamasu only, he decides to entirely destroy the timeline. Yes guys, he destroyed everything that was there in the original timeline of Future Trunks, 12 universes or whatever. Everything doomed. A fate that if took place in DC or Marvel universe, the fanboys would brag about for the coming century. For all the genius haters of Dragon Ball and deriders of a certain cape hero who said Omni King can't do shit, this was a direct slap in the face. But much to my disappointment and opposed to what most fans theorized, there are multiple Zeno around the timelines. The one that rescued Goku was from the future. I personally didn't like this concept. I would rather have one god of everything across all forms of existence and timelines. I just don't know how I feel about this. Anyways, Goku and others had escaped back to the original timeline while Zeno destroyed everything. Goku and Trunks later go back to get Zeno, who was floating in complete nothingness. I imagine this is how the inside of a Pokeball looks like. I just thought it would have been cooler if Omni King traveled back by himself. So after so many predictions and episodes of waiting to Omni King gets his friends, which is a future version of himself. So he wanted to play with himself all this time? Damn it. I got to be honest here, I just didn't like this concept of two Omni King hanging around. I'm at peace with the most powerful god being a Pokemon a long time ago in respect of Akira Toriyama. But they are making it too much of a joke. Come on, seriously? Two gods of everything playing around? I wonder if this has any particular purpose or not, if one of them will get killed or sacrifice himself or some crazy shit like that maybe at the end of Dragon Ball to highlight the power of the final villain, an Omni Devil God, or I just don't know. Overall, the weirdness level of this thing is bothering me a bit. Zamasu was actually successful to some extent. He at least wiped out the humans in his timeline, like it or not. The bottom line is, Trunks' timeline got destroyed. Now, Whis comes up with a solution that Trunks can go back to the time before his world was destroyed. Then Zamasu would be restored too, but Whis wouldn't let that happen as he will travel to the future and tell Beerus to take care of it before Zamasu kills the Kaioshin. They have something better than the Mafuba jar. Long story short, Whis and Beerus will take care of Zamasu before he could cause chaos. But there's one little problem. So if two Omni Kings living in the same timeline wasn't weird enough, they had something else for us. When Future Trunks and Mai return to the future, they will already be existing. Thus, we will have a pair of Trunks and Mai each in the future. Trunks and Mai could opt to stay here. I mean, it would be less weird to stay with your younger selves than with the exact same copy of you, right? But nope, the thought of being able to do threesome without having to cheat thrilled them way too much, and they decided to return. With the way this ended, I got a feeling if DBS runs long enough, we will get to see more of future Trunks, maybe not an arc that circulates around him, but he might have to return. The best scene of this episode was the last moment appearance of Gohan. It's like he appeared to say goodbye and also apologize for being such an a-hole. Gohan didn't even bother to ask Trunks why he came when they first met, but now Gohan looks really sharp and there's a noticeable change of getup, much like the Buu arc. This could be a good hint that Gohan might return in the next arc. Anyways, Trunks got some future Gohan flashbacks. It was a really emotional and beautiful scene. My favorite part of the episode. Maybe Gohan found out about Black and felt sorry that he couldn't contribute. A title leak suggests that Goku might get killed by Hit in episode 71, though it is not confirmed. Yet if it does happen, we might get a Gohan-centered arc. Do comment below what you think about all this and specifically Gohan. Like our Facebook page, Dragon Ball Fans. See you in the next Dragon Ball video.